control. Gravity is all that I know. She's over me. She's over me. She comes with her hypnotic dance. She holds me here with only a glance. She's over me. She's over me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and it's our Friday evening extravaganza here on the Portal. Special thank you to the Freaky Friday crew for setting the pace. I appreciate it, bunch, guys. Great show. Welcome to the show, everybody. Tonight we got a great show lined up for you. I hope that you guys will take advantage of the opportunity that lies before you. My God, my tongue's just stroking out here. Hope you'll take advantage of this opportunity that lies before you. Tonight, joining me on the Portal is our longtime friend and many-time guest on the show, Mrs. Debra Varner. Welcome, Deb.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Brent.
Thanks for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, Deb is here to do free psychic readings to callers of the show. And that means if you want to take a peek at what's coming up, make some kind of plans for the future, it might be a good idea to get a little look. And whether you want to know about relationships, whether you want to know about your jobs, whether you want to know about just a general reading, like what's around the corner, tonight's your night. And ladies and gentlemen, let me also add that some people just aren't into getting their readings public. First and foremost, let me tell you, if you're not familiar with Deb, she's about the sweetest woman you'll ever want to meet. Anyway, she's not here to embarrass anybody or bring up anything that would be painful or potentially personally devastating. She's just here to help. She does this of her own goodwill, free will, to help, and this is all about using her gifts for a great purpose. And so there is that. So if you do get a reading, don't worry. She's not going to put anything on the table that you may not be comfortable with. And second of all, if you'd rather get a private reading, Deb does those as well. And you can find Deb on Facebook. If you go to Purple Mystic Readings by Deb, just look for Purple Mystic Readings by Deb on Facebook and you will find her group. And you can certainly get in touch with her there. Otherwise, you can email Deb to schedule a reading of your own. And that would be purplemysticreader@gmail.com. And, let me tell you, folks, I've been doing this show with Deb now for, well over a year. She's been on many, many, many times. And every time I'm absolutely blown away. I'm absolutely stunned. The readings will go like this. First of all, let me just explain this. You'll call in, say, who are we talking to? You'll say your name, and then all Deb asks is, what do you want to know about? So you can say jobs, finances, relationship, or just general reading, whatever. And then she does her thing. So first of all, it's not the psychological banter that so many celebrities have made famous, where they kind of lead you to something that you can agree with in order to get cues and kind of cue on that. So it's like a mind game. There's no conversation other than you saying what you want to know about and your name, and Deb will do the rest. So it's really spectacular. And I can tell you, if you do get a private reading, not only is Deb the real thing, but her private readings don't cost much more than tonight's show readings. She is about the most reasonably priced psychic out there. And she's just doing it out of the love of her heart. So, ladies and gentlemen, the call-in number is 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500 if you'd like to take a part in tonight's show and get a reading of your own. Call in that number. And let me advise you, call in and hold the line. There's no time limit for these readings. They may take 5 minutes. They may take 35 minutes. I don't know. It just depends on what the reading is and what people may need to hear, or, what the guides are telling Deb. Additionally, that's something that'll come up in the show. Deb will see, well, they're telling me this. Oh, they say this. They're telling me this. The they is her spirit guides. That question comes up often, like, who does she mean they? What is going on? Well, that's her spirit guides. So for Deb to read you, she has a magnificent connection to her spirit guides, and they are the ones that give her the information that you may need to know. So that's the background on it. I hope you guys take advantage of it, but are you all ready to go, Deb?
I sure am.
I talked all the way through that. And you just sit back, Deb. Take it easy.
I do want to, if I can,
yes,
say hello to my nephew. He joined us last time, and I wasn't able to say hi, Joshua. Hopefully he's with us again tonight. I don't know because I can't see the chat.
Sure.
But I just wanted to acknowledge him.
Okay. Well, we've had a call on hold pretty much right after I connected the line, so which is about 5 minutes before showtime. So this person's been waiting. So if you're ready to go, let's do it.
I sure am.
Okay, here we go. And this is area code 831. You are on the air.
Hi, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
I called once before, and I was pretty amazed at what Deb had said. It was pretty right on, like you were saying.
Oh, very cool.
So,
well, let's give you another
hi,
reading.
Joe.
Hi. So my question, it's I don't know if I'll just ask. Like one time I was washing dishes, and I had this like feeling come over me, and it was like kind of like happiness and joy, and it just kind of like stayed there, and then I was just kind of wondering, well, how long is it going to stay like that? And then I went down. So I got in the car and drove, and I went and got some. My wife was sick, and I got her some medicine at the store. And then when I went to the to actually check out, then the feeling went away. But I was just wondering if you would be able to tell me what exactly happened there, and I just don't know. So if that's possible, that is.
Yeah. They're talking about a friend of yours that passed away. Male. And you can attribute that feeling to him because he was there around you. You might not have realized he was there, but he was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that feeling was.
Oh, okay. And I was wondering, this is another time too, another feeling that I had, and it was it wasn't necessarily like the same. It was a different feeling, and it's kind of a feeling I'd never had before. I really can't describe it. I don't know if they would know what I'm talking about, but the other feeling.
No, they're not giving me any information on that one.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's okay, because I can't even describe it. So.
Yeah, just try to stay open because you might be receiving a message before very long.
Okay.
Okay.
And then okay, I'll try that. And then this second thing I wanted to ask was, the first time I talked to you, you did introduce me to two spirit guides that I had.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to give them an opportunity to say something, like anything they want. It doesn't necessarily have to be about me, just like if they have, because since they have personalities of their own, if they wanted to say anything, to everybody or to whatever they want, whatever's on their mind, kind of thing. So.
They said that they're glad that you're more open now. So obviously, you've been paying more attention to them.
Oh. And I don't know, can I ask one more question?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering, what would they like? Like sometimes I want to do I don't know what to do to either help people or like do I have a special thing to help people or like am I or you know
You're doing good right now. You're doing good right now.
Okay. All right.
You'll notice that in fact I can feel it already. You're already opening up more, and you're going to find out that you'll be able to see things brighter than what you are right now, and you will understand more about where you're going with things.
Okay.
And
Right.
this is one of those things. Once you open up, things usually start happening quicker. You're more open than what you were, but you're still on baby steps right now. So give it a little time, and you'll notice things start picking up a little bit more. And the intuitive that you have got going, that you know you've got going, it will get easier, and you'll be able to do more. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, Joe.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the show.
Thanks for calling
thanks
in,
for having
Joe.
a good show.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Good night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. We've got a full boat here. The next one is coming in already. And this is from area code 307. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hey,
it's
hey.
Sarah.
Hey, stranger.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, you guys. Okay, so hello, Brett and Deb, and
Hey.
I just have one question.
Okay.
I am supposed to, I have a flight booked for going to California, April 5th, and was wondering what you felt about that.
Okay. Yeah, because I've kind of been watching that. They're flip-flopping on how they feel about the situation. You're anxious to go, and they know that you're looking forward to it, but they're also kind of feeling that you need to be cautious about things. You need to go with your eyes wide open because, there might be a snag in the situation.
Okay.
Okay?
I thought that.
So,
yeah.
Stay clear-minded. Don't do anything that would cloud your mind because they're telling me that you need to stay clear-minded about things so that you have a handle on what's going on and what's going to happen. Okay?
Okay. So that sounds scary.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I said, they're flip-flopping back and forth
yeah.
about the situation but they are definitely saying for you to stay clear-minded, so you have a handle on everything that's going on.
Okay.
So if you go into it with your eyes wide open, you don't do anything to cloud your mind, and you use your intuition as far as the situation goes. And if you start getting the heebie-jeebies, call for help.
Okay.
Okay? But they're also saying there's a possibility that this could be, it's a possibility. It could be a good thing because, you're getting out, you're going somewhere. So, I can't say yay or nay for sure because they're not.
They're not showing you. That's funny because they're not showing me either. And that's why I called. Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, hon.
I hope that I get this more in depth than most people get. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, I love you guys.
All right, we love you too.
Love you too.
Thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the show.
Okay, bye.
Okay, good night.
Bye, hon.
Okay, and we got another one. And this one.
Alrighty.
This one is, let's see. Okay, I don't know the area code of this one because it's an anonymous call. But welcome to the show.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
That's weird.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who are we speaking to?
Oh, my goodness, Brent, it's happening again. This is Ruthie Castro from California. How are you?
Ruthie, your phone.
Oh, it's Ruthie. Yay.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, hon. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm
Oh, wait a
hanging
minute.
there.
Is that what you're going to ask me is how you're doing?
I was, but then I thought, no, she knows.
What can I help you with tonight?
Well, I just want to know what does the universe want me to know? I'll leave it
What
at
does the
that.
universe
Whatever my guides need me to know. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just saying smile, girl. You need to smile more.
Oh, okay. I need to feel better if I'm going to smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they are saying that you're going to start feeling better. And there is going to be more to make you smile. Look for more smiles coming middle to end of next month. And they're talking about visions of a trip.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I might be going up north to find my new home.
Nice.
Well, they're talking about it's going to be good, whatever the trip is. They're not talking about what it is, but they're talking about it's going to be good. It will make you happy. It will definitely bring you smiles. So, whatever the trip is, it looks like it's going to be a good thing for you.
Oh, that's very, very good.
They're talking about you need to take a little bit more me time.
Yeah. Tell them I
they're
know.
They're definitely stressing me time because whatever this trip is that's coming up, it is going to entail quite a bit of going and you need to be ready for that. Mind and body has got to be together and doing good so that you can go on this trip.
Okay.
Okay.
Ask them if there's anything in particular I need to do for that.
They're saying keep an open mind.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Well, thank you, Deb. It's good to hear your voice again.
Things look pretty good, so.
Life is.
Well, it's nice hearing your
my
voice
music.
too.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Well, I will call back again. I always love it when you're on the show. And
Okay.
miss talking to you on Facebook. I'll have to get back on there.
Yeah, keep us posted as to what's going on in your life. We love to hear from you.
Oh, definitely. I sure will. Okay. Love you guys.
All right.
Love you, Brent. Love you,
Right, love
Deb.
you too.
And say hi to
Love
Dawn.
you, Ruthie.
Okay, I will.
Okay, good night.
Okay, good night. Thanks
Good
for calling.
night.
Night.
All right. We've got 3 down, and there's another one waiting. There's two more on hold. So if, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to call in, get in the queue now because it may fill up. It's hard to tell, but let's get to this next one. This is Lady Death on the line, I think.
Yes, it is. Hello, how are y'all doing?
Hey, good to hear from you.
Hey, Lady D.
Just to let you know, we got about 5 minutes before the break. So if we hit the break, just hold the line, and we'll finish you up on the other side.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'll let Deb take it from here.
Okay.
Okay, what can I help you with?
I guess just general, and I have a lot of uncertainty in my life right now. Especially with like people, and is it worth going back to and doing?
Okay, let's see what they have to say. Oh, and by the way, since I'm not in the chat and I can't send you a heart, I'm sending you a heart. Okay.
Thanks, Deb.
You've had some weird things going on around you lately.
Yeah.
And not weird in a good way either.
Yeah.
What in the world? They're talking about somebody telling lies regarding you. And it's really, it's that's basically what it is lies. And this isn't a good person. This isn't somebody that you need to have in your life right now. Yeah, a very negative person. And you know this. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. They're talking about, you're not. Okay. Do you have a cross around anywhere that you can carry with you, especially when you're around this person?
Yeah. I mean, nothing special, but I have one.
And why they're telling me this, I'm not sure, but something about that cross will help protect you from what's going on with this person because of negativity.
Okay.
this person definitely is not what they try to let on to be. It's
I know.
it's like they're two people.
I know.
Not like they're two-faced. They're just two people.
Yeah, like sociopath kind of.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't like the energy from that person. I really don't. You got to work to get that person out of your life.
And that was my thing about going back to school, because I think going back to school is going to hinder getting away from that person.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then I don't know if I would worry about doing that at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Work on getting that person away from you, and then deal with the other things. Right now, they're talking about you having to deal with you and getting the energies right around you. If you get rid of this bad energy, chances are you'll start drawing better energy around you, and that's what you need. You also need to start protecting yourself too.
Hey, Deb, we're about to go.
Yeah.
We're about to go to the break, so just hold that thought. Ladies and gentlemen, the call board is open. 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. If you'd like to get a reading of your own, call in. But we're going to head to our first break of the night, so don't go away. And we'll be back for more of the Paranormal Portal with Debra Varner.
Real people, real radio.
Initiating the truth frequency. This is Truth Frequency Radio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half hour of tonight's show. This is the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and I am joined by the wonderful and amazing Mrs. Debra Varner, who is doing free psychic readings to callers of the show. If you would like a reading of your own, you can call in at 720-923-0500. Again, 720-923-0500. And welcome back, Deb. And currently we have a reading underway with our good friend Lady Death. Back to you.
Okay. Hey, Lady D, you still with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, as far as school is concerned, they're talking about maybe if you wait until fall, hopefully by then matters will be taken care of and things will be safer for you and do better for you. Yeah, but your main thing is to get this person out of your life as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, things are. That's the main thing that you got to worry about right now is getting that person out of your life, because as soon as you get rid of that negative energy, then, like I said, you'll be able to start letting good energy in, and you'll notice an upswing of new people talking to you and potential for a couple of good friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's your main boo-boo point right now.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Just hang in there, because it is looking like things will straighten up. But I can't stress enough. Make sure that you have a cross with you whenever you're around this person. And that seems kind of weird, but I guess it's for protection against that person's energy. So I don't know. Yeah. It's reading like this person is a Jekyll and Hyde personality.
Oh, definitely. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of stuck with this place I'm in, so yeah. Not kind of, but I'm stuck right now.
Yeah.
Well, we're here for you too,
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
We're here if you need us, okay?
Okay.
All you got to do, sweetheart, is just give us a holler. You know where to find us. Okay?
All right. We love you, lady.
It's going to be all right. Okay? All right.
Love you too. Bye.
Love you, hon.
All
Bye.
Right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Oh.
Those are tough places, negative people. Ugh.
Yeah, this one is just,
Yeah.
This is one of those, and I'm not a violent person, but I just like to slap this person, honestly. I don't understand why they are like they are, but I'm serious. It's just like a Jekyll and Hyde personality. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that And it seems like she's going to be able to get them away from her. So
yeah, I know she will. I really believe in her, but I just know, having spent a good portion of my life working with some of the most damaged people in the world, I just know that damage came from somewhere, and it's kind of it's such a self perpetuating darkness, and so yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, you can't change somebody, so all you can do is just change yourself and remove it. So
yeah, sometimes you just have to walk away,
yeah, sometimes
because
that's the best thing you can do
you
for
have
somebody.
to keep your sanity.
Yeah. And sometimes those people need that kind of shift just to make them look at themselves. So
yeah.
But you ready for another one?
I sure am.
Okay, well, we have another one here, and this is area code 662. You are on the air. Hello, area code 662. You are on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. My name is Christy, and I was wondering about relationships.
Oh, very good.
Christy wants to know about, okay. Let's see what they have to say. Have you ever heard that song that says "Love is all around"? Well,
yes, ma'am.
That's what they're telling me about you. Yeah, they're talking about, love itself being there for you and with you. They're talking about a couple of real crappy relationships, and it's made you sit and wonder, what did I do? Oh no, it's not you. It's not you. It's them. You haven't found the right person, and in order to find the right person, you're going to have to change your way of looking at relationships, because it just feels like those other relationships have soured you some, so you're not really sure what you're looking for now. But those are definitely not the relationships you're looking for. You have to start telling yourself, I need to be loved, I deserve to be loved, and I want love. And once you make yourself believe it and you're ready to go into a good relationship, then you'll have someone come along, because there is love there around you. They're talking about possibly middle summer to late summer, that you're going to have someone come around that you're not sure if it's going to turn into a relationship, and then it's going to jump up and surprise you, because it's going to be more a friendship thing to begin with.
Okay.
And then it will it's like it will bloom from that friendship.
Okay.
But you've got
I
to
would definitely look out for that.
You've got to change your way of thinking about stuff a little bit, and it looks like it'll be pretty good. I'm not hearing wedding bells or anything like that at the moment, but it feels like if you can get in the right place, it will be a good relationship.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
All right. She was on the hold for a long time as well, so I'm glad we got to her. But We've got more callers, Deb.
All righty.
So let's move to the next one. And this will be area code 701. You are on the air.
Hello, Deb.
I know that sound.
Hello.
The only person on this show, I'm sorry, the only wonderful entity on this show that I love more than Dawn, and unfortunately not as much as Brent, but it's not because I don't want to. I'm just being selfish with my love for Brent.
Well, thank you.
Well, that's fine. I can deal with that.
No, I'm teasing. I love you all dearly. So, but I just also, thank you. I would humbly offer my services to our TFR family and Lady D, because that is really hard to deal with sometimes when we have these partners or friends or acquaintances that get caught up in their own sadness or darkness, that they project that what is in out at others. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. It's sad, you know, but it's great that you are on this evening, because me and Brent have mentioned you a couple times, and I was like, I keep meaning to call Deb and ask her opinion on my experience. And if I may give you a little bit of a backstory, I just finished a 7-day fast yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And during this fast, we have been experiencing occurrences here in the home. Of course, there's rarely ever a time in my home that I feel any negativity. I have felt entities that are in a balance of negativity and positivity, but majority of all entities I ever feel in my home are usually always positive. Mm-hmm. But however, there was kind of like the expression devil scratching at my heels feelings a couple times over the week. And I called Brent and told him about such an event, and off air I'll be a little more, if you wish, after tonight, but off air I'll call you and give you more details. And I apologize to the Portal family, but sometimes these negative entities, even when you think of them, you can feed them, in my experience.
Yeah.
And so if you would, Deb, I humbly ask for your talents, what you feel. Or
they're talking about an animal spirit. And they're talking about a badger. Okay. And of course, we know a badger kind of has a bad attitude. So, okay. They're also talking about it being sent to test you. Okay. Yeah.
Now, do your guides, do they also deal with extraterrestrial entities?
Actually, I haven't talked to them about extraterrestrials. So.
Well, if you may, and the plasma ships. I'm sorry, are you still there?
Oh, yeah.
They're acting like they're confused. So I'm assuming that they don't deal with something like that, or they don't understand that.
Sometimes they're called the light ships or the energy ships.
All they're talking about is light in the sky.
Well, that is true.
It's like they're really not sure about it.
Okay. And if I may, the third, on our reservation, the White Earth Reservation, at the beginning of my fast, our tribal chairperson passes. Toward the end of my fast, the chief of police, her daughter, the official story by the media, which all may know I do not trust, is it was a murder-suicide. So my question is, what are your helpers? Are they passing anything on to you about that?
They're not saying much about it except for, have they mentioned the fact that absolutely this girl knew the one involved, because they're talking about more the wrong place, the wrong time, that it wasn't necessarily planned. It was it came from, I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't anything really that was planned. It was a case of being upset and being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they're talking about phone calls made before it happened. They're only giving me bits and pieces of it. They're not showing me. Yeah, they're talking about phone calls made before it happened. It was more not that it was meant to lash out, but it happened that way. I don't know. They're talking about confusion. They're talking about upset. They're talking about it wasn't planned. It was like spur of the moment that happened, and it really shouldn't have happened. Not even when it did. I don't want to say accidentally happened, but it wasn't premeditated. But it had something to do with phone calls and being that set in motion what happened. Now, I don't know how much information they have or exactly, because like I said, they're not giving me the whole thing. They're just telling me, it it was almost like an accident that it happened, that it really shouldn't have happened.
And if I may ask one more that just came to mind, and this goes more personal, when you're using your tools of divination and utilizing them, do you ever get the feeling when you're asking these questions or when you're putting it out there for the answers that there's like, well, we're willing to tell you, but with knowledge, there's somewhat of a risk, because sometimes there are other entities that don't want you to have such knowledge.
Oh, I get the feeling that
I'm
sometimes...
speaking from my experience there.
Yeah, sometimes they hold back on me. I get the feeling that they hold back sometimes on me.
Interesting.
And I mean, and when they do that, I mean, I try to push the issue a little bit, but I know better than to go past a certain point, because it's not going to do any good. All it will do is make them mad, and they'll shut down. So yes, there are times when, you know, they will hold information back from me. And I assume it's not only for my own good, but whoever, you know, I'm reading at the time.
All right. Well, I always... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Does that make sense to you? Does that answer what you were asking?
Oh, yes, dear. I mean, every time you have not failed me to shed some light on the situation, and it is, and maybe it might be easier for me to be, you know, and forgive me if this is ego, but I tend to be a little bit more attuned to my surroundings, and to be more perceptive of that when you share your blessing or your gift with me, I can find it quickly, you know. And I mean, for an example, the badger, you know, on the land that I signed up for, there's a badger that lives right on the corner of the land. And there is a lot of good badger medicine to be learned.
Very cool.
But learning that energy or learning that medicine can be a double-edged sword, because one of the traits of the badger is it is very, very protective of, I mean, like, you think it's worse to get between a bear and its cub. You mess with a badger, you know, you even get within like maybe 5 yards of its hole, it'll come out and be like, why are you here? And it may even attack you. And badgers are like a pit bull also.
Yeah,
in a
well, like I
sense.
said, you know, they're telling me that it's there to test you. So
I guess you're starting that medicine early.
Right. Well, there's a few individuals in my universe at this time that are really holding on to some badger medicine also.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I really appreciate your words, and they do strike home on many levels. So thank you so much. And as always, Brent, I love you, sir.
Love you too, brother.
You guys
Thanks
have
for
a
calling.
beautiful evening.
It's great to hear from you. Take care, brother.
Tobacco, assailment
Thanks so
down,
much.
prayers up.
All right. Take care. All right. So we're about just a minute and a half out of break. We do have 3 calls in the queue waiting. I see that this one is still here, but maybe she's just listening. Maybe it's one of the callers we already had is still in the queue. And then Naysay, did you hang up? I don't know how full this queue will get. That's the problem. It's a new phone line. There he goes. He hung up now. So I'm not sure, because there's like only one empty slot now, and I don't know if it'll expand or if that's it. So if you have gotten a reading and you're finished, if you could clear the queue. I just don't want to keep people from being able to call in. But there's three slots left, but we got about a minute and a half before break. So afterwards, we'll get to MCAT, who is on hold, and then we have two after him. So we're just going into the second hour, ladies and gentlemen. So there will be opportunities for everyone on the queue for sure to get readings. So, but Deb, how you doing so far? Good?
I'm doing fantastic. It was so good to hear from Naysay. I love talking with him.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and it was great to hear from Ruthie too. I mean, and everybody that's called in, of course. But I haven't heard from Ruthie for a long time, so it was nice to hear what's going on with her.
Yeah, it was nice to hear from her. I mean, it's just I don't know. I love my Portal family. I really do. You know.
Well, we really have an amazing collection of just dynamic individuals. It's really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. We sure do.
So, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not really into getting a reading on the air and you would like to schedule a private reading, remember it's Purple Mystic Readings by Deb on Facebook, as well as email purplemysticreader@gmail.com. And you can get in touch with Deb and schedule a reading of your own. If you're interested in calling in tonight, 720-923-0500 is the call-in number. Again, 720-923-0500. So we're going to take our hour break, and we will be back for another full hour of Debra Varner giving readings on the portal. So don't go away, everybody.
Play their games. Everybody loves to place their bets. They don't understand the price I paid. They don't care to comprehend. Trace their lines upon my body, dripping scars across my heart. Raging anger pours inside me as their lies keep falling apart. With my silence, I am not a stupid boy. No more breaking me with kindness, just you dance upon my joy. Leading me with empty promise, you're just another fucking mess. Taking all the slice of my sanity,
This looks extraordinarily bad.
They linger in a perpetual dream state, a nightmare from which they cannot wake. Caroline is not like those she's with. They're attracted to the one thing about her that is different from themselves. Her life force. It is very strong. It gives off its own illumination. It is a light that implies life and memory of love and home and earthly pleasures. Something they desperately desire, but can't have anymore. Right now, she's the closest thing to that.
Poltergeists are usually associated with an individual. Hauntings seem to be connected with an area. A house, usually.
Poltergeist disturbances are fairly short duration, perhaps a couple of months. Hauntings can go on for years.
And ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? I am just thrilled to be here doing this show with you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to do 5 things at once and kind of ran it to the wire, but we are live and underway here on the portal, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I am just thrilled with the amount of love and support we've been receiving here tonight. It's just really great. I love it when you're on, Deb. It's always a fantastic journey, and it's always amazing, to pick up so much from just, and some of, granted, full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, some of the callers are people that we know, but not most of them, or not several of them. And so either way, it doesn't seem to matter. And none of these calls are pre-set up. Nothing is set up on this. This is just the flow of information as it goes, and whatever comes up. And just so we're right up front about this. There is no setup calls. There's no scripting. There's nothing. This is just the show as it happens, as every show is, because quite honestly, I'm not organized enough to script anything. So, but welcome back, Deb. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing fine. Love to be on the show. And yeah, it's. Even though I want to explain, even though we know these people, we don't live close to them. Well, not all of them, and we don't know every aspect of their life. Right. So even though we know these people and we love these people and we care about them dearly, I don't know every aspect of their life. So it's almost a cold read every time I read for them. Right, exactly. We're just generally, we know and love each other as much as we can, being, acquainted on the internet, of course. In some ways, it's an extraordinarily, amazingly strong bond, and in other ways, it's a lot less than in real life. But are you ready for another call? I sure am. Well, let's just see what's going on with Mr. MCAT tonight. Welcome to the show, MCAT.
Hey, Brent, Deb, how are you tonight?
Hey.
We're good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Just living the dream, driving overnight, doing my thing.
Well, welcome to the show. I imagine you didn't call to talk to me, though, but yeah, I'll let you talk to Deb.
Hey, MCAT.
Hey, Deb, how are you?
Okay, what can I do for you tonight?
Oh, just, I'm thinking, let's do a general tonight. Hang on. I-20 is not closed. Just hang on here. This thing is going crazy.
The spirits are guiding you, MCAT.
Yeah, let's do a general tonight.
Just a general. Okay. Oh, they're talking about bright blessings for you. And they're talking about love.
Uh-oh.
What you got going on there? Yeah.
Nothing.
They're talking about good things.
Oh, good.
Yeah. They're showing me a very flirty lady.
Ooh.
Okay. She's not forward. She's very demure. She's kind of old-fashioned. The kind that bats her eyes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's very sweet. And again, I mean, I don't see wedding. I don't see, I don't hear wedding bells. I see a good, sweet relationship.
Oh, well, that's good.
What else are they talking about? They're talking about watching your diet too.
Yeah, I know. It's something I gotta work on.
Yeah, you really haven't been eating like you should. It's a lot of spur of the moment, and that's not good because it causes indigestion and it causes gas problems, and it's just annoying is what it is. And they say you need to really be more careful about what you're doing as far as, your diet is concerned.
Okay.
Okay. I don't see anything really bad going on at the moment. They also say you need to get a little bit more sleep.
Yeah, that's another thing I gotta work on. That's hard to do sometimes.
You and me both.
Yeah. But I mean, that's basically, what they're telling me. You got to work on your sleep and you got to work on your diet. But yeah, on the flip side, she's out there and she's coming. So.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for her.
Okay.
And tell her we said hi when you meet her.
Yeah, exactly. Just let her know that you knew she was coming. Give her one of those, I just had that feeling.
Just had that feeling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that's pretty much all they're telling me right now where you're concerned.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think all in all, that doesn't sound too terribly bad. So.
No, it sounds
all
exciting.
Right.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in and being a part of the show.
You betcha. I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you, MCAT.
Bye.
Okay. Good deal. And we got another one. And this one is from area code 360. You are on the air.
Hi, this is Cheryl. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Cheryl. Sorry for the wait, but it's just, when we got these commercial breaks and stuff, it definitely pushes things back. But thank you for being patient.
No problem. I'm feeling very lucky.
Oh, very good. Well,
my question is about my daughter and her physical and mental health.
Okay, can I have her name, please?
Faith.
Faith. Oh, beautiful name.
There's a story.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Faith came along and actually changed your life in a big way.
Absolutely.
she was a special miracle baby, and
I agree.
She's brought a lot of happiness to your life.
True. And challenge.
They all do that, trust me.
Well, I was 45 when I had her.
Wow.
Goodness.
Yeah.
But you understand there's a lot of women that are waiting later in life to have children nowadays, and it's not always because, they can't. It's because they have decided to wait until they were more settled before they had kids. And, I can understand it. I was one of the ones that I decided I wanted them young so I could grow up with them. But,
Well, I had 2 before her, 1 when I was 18, so
wow.
I'm at all ends of the spectrum.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Okay. They're talking about okay. Even they're not really telling me a lot where she's concerned. They are saying that she's very special child. She's very bright, actually. But sometimes she has a hard time communicating.
Yeah.
And that frustrates her, and it frustrates you too. But they're saying it's not something that can't be worked on.
We do.
It's going to take a little bit more effort on both of your parts where that's concerned. She is a special light child.
I agree.
She's extremely intuitive. She just has a hard time relaying the messages.
It's a very tough life.
Yeah.
Physically.
They're talking about seeing some changes in things because her guides are working with her. They're also talking about you talking to the guides and letting them know what you feel and what you feel she needs so that they can help her, help herself, and then she can in turn help you understand more about what you need to do to communicate more. Because if that communication is better between the two of you and you understand each other more, you'll notice that it will be easier all the way around. Because y'all do, you have a big problem sometimes with communication because it's when she gets frustrated, it's really hard for her to let you know exactly what's going on or how she feels.
Yeah.
And
that's the frustration.
Yeah, that frustrates her. And then when she can't communicate to you exactly what she needs, then that frustrates you. And that puts more tension there. And it kind of bounces back and forth. It escalates.
Yeah.
Sorry. The word is just want to do their own thing. But it escalates. But if you start talking to her guides, and letting them know to say, hey, this is what I feel, this is what I think we need, and if you can help me help her, I would really appreciate it, because, that they are working with her. Trust me, they are working hard with her.
That's good to hear. We're very intuitive in my family, and psychic runs in my family.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's one of those that has that ability but doesn't know how to communicate it always.
No, she does. She is a very special light child. She is. And, if she can get to the point where it's easier for her to communicate, you'll see a whole lot of difference in that situation.
Well, a little bit further into this question, she just met a person a year ago that seems to have made a great deal of difference in that area in her life. Can you tell me more about that?
Okay, let me see what they say. Do you have a name on that person, please?
Hakeem.
Okay, hang on just a sec. They're telling me that Hakeem has faced his own devils, and he has learned how to deal with them.
Yes. Good.
They say he's a good person. And
I agree.
he really can make a difference with her as long as, he takes it slow and keeps things structured.
That's the key to my daughter.
If he can keep things structured, I think you'll, he's going to definitely be a real bright spot where she's concerned.
That's good. That's really good to hear. There's been a lot of really, really tough times with her physical and mental health. And so to hear that, maybe she's on her way to healing in all ways, I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah. Well, they seem to think that, if you start working on certain things, that you'll start seeing change and things will get a whole lot easier between the two of you.
Good. I know we love each other to death. Sometimes we just have a hard time communicating, so thank you for pointing that out.
Well, you're very welcome. And, let us know how things go down the road. But, they seem to think, things will calm down between the two of you.
Can I offer a bit of suggestion? Would you mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
A lot of times when there's a cycle like that keeps repeating, I mean, it can only be a cycle if both people participate in it. In other words, you both have trained yourselves how to respond, and it's a recipe that you use over and over and over. So just out of the blue sometimes when things are escalating, just go, could you possibly know how much I love you? And just
yeah, I've started to use techniques like that because we've been through a lot of counseling.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter was abused when she was young.
I'm sorry.
So, there's a lot of stuff that goes along with that.
Yeah.
So, I've tried to step out and not let it catch me up in it.
Right. And the other part of it is,
I think it's getting better.
And honestly, those scars aren't just hers; they're yours. And
amen, brother.
So just make sure that you're not coming from that place when you're responding to her. And I know that tough relationships are just tough, but it's just sometimes you just got to come at it from left field just to shake it up and make everybody just stop and go, wait a minute. Yeah, I do love you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Just a thought. And I'm sorry to interject. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, I understand you've had some dealings with that, so I appreciate that.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you both very much for the insight. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks so much for calling.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of the show.
You have a good night.
It's great to meet you. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Okay, and we have about 5 minutes before break, but we got another call here, and this one is coming from area code 858. You are on the air.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, I know that voice. How you doing, Lewis?
I'm pretty good.
Good to hear from you, brother.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Debra.
So what can I do for you tonight?
I'm, I don't know. It's just, there's a girl I like from work.
Yeah, and she likes you too.
Yeah.
But neither one of you are sure where it's going.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's going either.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so where does it go now? Honestly, you're kind of cute together.
Oh. Oh, me and Veronica? Yeah.
Whoever the girl is, I mean, there's just a feeling of you two definitely like each other. You just seem to get along good together. You just, like I said, you're just not really sure, neither one of you, where things are going to go. So,
yeah.
Big thing. Decide where things are going to go. Have you asked her, have you gone to the point where, you have kind of told her where you want things to go?
No.
Lewis
Why?
Lewis is multitasking again.
That's because I'm a little shy about that, And so, in experience, it's hard to find the right person,
Well, I don't know. This person, you two, I don't know. The feeling that they're giving me is, you all seem to have things in common. When you talk, it's definitely pleasant. You both seem to like each other. You just, I don't know. You're both confused and not sure where you want things to go. And sometimes you just have to open up and talk about where you want things to go. You can't just take it for granted that it's just I'm going to step in this situation and it's going to work. Sometimes there's a little work that has to go along with it. But, I mean, I can see you guys together because it just feels like you would do good together, and you feel it the same way.
All right, thank you.
Stop being afraid.
Just
I honestly don't think she is going to bite. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in and being part of the show. It's always good to hear from you.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, good night, Lewis.
Thanks, Lewis.
And that was another one. Wow, it's in we got 3 more on the list. And
wow, cool.
Yeah, we're about a minute out of break, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, about 30 seconds. So I will pick up on the next call as soon as we come back from break. But what do you think about tonight, Deb? Going pretty good?
I think it is. I sure hope it is. You know, I mean,
it is.
I love talking to the people. I love being able to help them, and I sure hope that's exactly what it's doing, is helping.
Oh, for sure. I believe it is, and I know that there's 3 more lining up with only a half hour to go. So I think we'll be in good shape, and maybe even another call if somebody wants to try to call in. 720-923-0500 is the phone number to call in to tonight's show. So, but we're going to take our last break, and we will be back in just a few moments. So don't go away. back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and it has been an amazing night thus far. I got to tell you, I just love it. These are the easiest shows for me in the world to do. I mean, there's a lot of logistics going on, but all I have to do is be Deb's receptionist. Deb, line one, Deb. So anyway, we have some more calls waiting for you. And are you ready?
I sure am.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by our wonderful friend and Paranormal Portal psychic, Miss Debra Varner, who is doing call-in readings. Readings for callers, I should say. I don't know how that should best be stated, but you call, she'll give you a psychic reading. That's how it works. All right, so the next call is area code 480. You are on the air.
Hey, Brent. How you doing?
Hey, is this Taz? How you doing? Good to hear from you.
It's good hearing from you, too.
Oh, thank you.
Did I lose you?
Nope, we're here.
Hi, Taz.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
I'm doing great tonight. What can I do for you?
I had more of a question. It's not really for me. Well, I had one last time you were on, but I missed you.
Okay.
Yeah, my question is more for Jingle. 1 second. Jingle. Sorry, my little one.
Oh.
I've been really upset because I don't know how to deal with things. I see older kids picking on her, and it happened tonight because, we were just at a school function thing, but I don't know how to help her with that. And, she's very sensitive. And there's kind of, since she started school experience, she's only in first grade, but, it just seems like she doesn't know how to express herself. And at home, she gets frustrated and all. And it's like, I know she's sensitive about things. And just seeing older kids, because she's fascinated.
It's going to be a while before she actually starts really going into the school thing and more realizing what's going on around her and everything. It unnerves me when kids go to school and they have such a hard time. Honestly, not just not really using my intuition, but I'll explain to you. When my oldest son started school, I had problems there with him too. But it was mostly on the school bus. I went to the teacher. I went to the principal. And I eventually just went ahead and went to the school board and had his school changed. And that seemed to quell the problem. Sometimes we have to step in. We don't always want to where the kids are concerned. But if they're having problems, then the best thing you can do is schedule a meeting with the teacher and sit down with the teacher and talk to the teacher about things.
Yeah, I have that with my oldest too. That situation, it hurts the most seeing it when it's your youngest, and she don't have a big sister there. So her big sister's now in high school, so it just kind of bums me out seeing her so sad, and she can't express herself, and she sees things, and I've talked to you about that stuff before, but it's like her dealing with that and then dealing with school. It's just like she's gonna be okay.
She's an empath, isn't she?
Yeah. She's really strong.
Yeah. So.
And that's hard on her too, especially if kids are picking on her, because she's picking up on their energy, and that's not good. So, have I mentioned before, like the sea salt in bath?
Yeah, you have mentioned that.
Well, okay, that will. If she's coming home with negative energy, that will help clear some of that from her, which a lot of times that's what needs to happen, because if you're around negative people, then we absorb it, unfortunately, and there's got to be a way to get rid of it. Lavender oil would be good if you would get some and maybe, rub it on her clothes where she can get the scent. It will help keep her calm down some, because I think she's really just getting overwhelmed with a lot of things, and that her calming down or staying calmer will help.
Yeah, because I got her a tourmaline one time, and within 2 days, and it was a large piece too, because how things were going about a year ago, and she only had it for 2 days, and she took it to school for the first time, and within minutes of having been in class, it literally broke in half, and it was just like, what the heck is coming at you, kid?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Which led me to be shocked, because I bought purposely a bigger one because I didn't want her to break it, knowing that kids play and what all. But she said she was just going to her desk, and she doesn't know what happened, but she kind of like somehow hit into the desk, and it broke right in half. And I was just like, what the heck, man? And this was around that time that I saw that shadow thing, and I told you helped me with that portal issue. So I was just like, I thought things were getting better, and it's just like, but it's hard because, one, she's my baby, and I don't want to see her sad. And it's like, I haven't even learned to get control of mine, so.
Yeah. Schedule a meeting with the teacher and go in and discuss your feelings and see what the two of you can work together to do to help her out.
It's not the problem that it's a kid in her class. It's actually older children, because today I witnessed it, and I knew she kind of gave a funny look, but she was just admiring this little girl, and the girl had to been in 4th or 5th grade, and it's like, really? And I mean, I feel bad because I was just raging, but I was just like, why didn't you say something? But she won't. She's clamming up, and she's not. And last year, she ended up eating her lunch in the playground, hiding in a corner because she kept getting picked on. And I'm like, that's not an experience.
Something's got to be done about the situation. If it's older kids, go to the principal. There has to be an understanding between you and the school as to what you can do to help with the situation.
Yeah.
If you do not talk to them,
I just want to make sure she's going to be okay.
Yeah, if you don't talk to them about what's going on, then they might not be seeing it.
Right. Well, in all fairness, they have so many children there that, it's like a controlled chaos most of the time in those schools. But if I could just interject one thing, Taz, I think it's important that you have to help her process this and help her understand that their meanness comes from their own pain. Help her understand, and so she doesn't absorb it and personalize it. It's double tough because with empaths, they also radiate an energy that these sharks circle on, because the empaths are just radiating energy. And that's why they pick it up so well, is because they're just pushing it out, and she just needs to understand that it really isn't her. It really isn't her that they're lashing out at. But empaths also can act as a mirror to people and reflecting back what they're sending out, and so that's that can be the real problem, is that they're seeing themselves in her. They don't understand that. And so they're just lashing out because of their own insecurities. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense, because I experienced that when I was younger. Yes, and I'm like, I know how it put me and made me feel. And I didn't have anybody to talk to. And I tried to talk to her, but I don't know, she's, she's good one second, and then she's just got this
Right.
My husband thinks it's just normal and she's going to get used to it. But I'm like, no, I know what it's doing to her because I've been there, and I don't want her to go there.
I know. And
and it's like I see the anger that burst out of her sometimes, and I'm like, I keep trying to get control of myself because I'm afraid that I'm not only setting a bad example because I'm not dealing with handling that kind of energy, but
what you're doing is you're trying to absorb her pain, and that's not good for either of you.
No,
you can't protect her from her pain, but you can help her understand what's going on. Do you know what I mean? And it's beautiful that you're doing it. You're just such a loving and kind mother. But with both of you being empathic, you're trying to take it away from her, and and so
it's kind of like their negativity. They're feeding off of her good energy, which in turn causes her problems, and then she has to in turn re-energize herself, and she's probably getting it from home, which is causing you to have a lower energy level, which it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
This is why I say, bath with sea salt, preferably Himalayan sea salt, will help take away negative that she has collected during the day. Like I said, try getting some lavender oil and just put a few dots on her clothes where she can smell it. It's not real heavy, but where she can smell it, that will help her keep calm during the day. They are telling me it's going to be a few years before she actually starts hitting into and understanding more about who she is. Just keep reassuring her that it is not her, that it is the other kids. Okay?
Yeah.
But
because I feel like I'm taking it on, and I know, like, I just couldn't deal with the crowd that was at the school, and I knew that she wasn't comfortable, but I was like, let's move into a more spacious area. But, you're dealing with that many people, and she has to deal with it every day.
Now, remember,
Taz, I don't know.
Remember, though, that she, you're an empath, but she's an empath, too. So if you're already uncomfortable, then it's going to be even more uncomfortable for her, So
yeah, that's why I feel like she's picking it up on me too. Yeah.
So
and maybe if you can find somebody like you all that she can spend time with and talk to, because sometimes a stranger can do more with our children than what we can, because they're able to stand back and see the situation in a different light than what we do.
Yeah, maybe that's true. I wish I knew where to find someone. Because I pretty much had to just bump in the dark when I was younger. And, like my mom tried to help me through it, but, back then I think with her generation, they didn't talk about certain things. But I could see there were times that she'd say something and she'd have that little glow of, yep, that's my babe, and like one time when I was a little kid, I had we were walking down the street and some ladies just started pointing at me and she's like, you're a witch, you're not normal. And I'm like, what? And it's like, I was probably about her age, and my mom was just like, she's special. And I was just like, what's going on, Mom? So.
Well,
and there are groups out
there
there,
help her through it.
Keep
on Facebook and stuff that deal with our psychic children also. And
I've been seeing that. You sent me that.
Yeah, that sometimes you can find stuff on there that helps out too. So, there's help out there. So just if you can find somebody to talk to her about things. Find her a mentor, someone that, maybe not around her all the time, but just every now and then can talk to her about, what she's feeling and things. That will probably help a whole lot also.
Cool.
Okay, thanks.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Yeah, because I've just been overwhelmed. So. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are wonderful. Always
Hang in
there
there,
for me.
Mommy.
So I just want you to know I appreciate you.
Absolutely. We
It'll-
appreciate you too.
It's going to get better.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
All
night.
right, you guys have a good night.
Feel free to reach out if you
Good
need.
night.
All right. Good night. Okay. All right. And the next caller, we got like 10 minutes left. Let's get to this one. This is area code 770. You are on the air.
Hey.
Hey. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Who are we speaking with?
Melissa.
Hi,
Marshall, this one's for you.
Oh, welcome to the show.
How are y'all doing this evening?
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Good.
I guess you probably called to talk to Deb, so I'll shut up now.
Hey, Melissa, what can I do for you tonight?
Well, I was just calling really. My late husband, I guess. I wonder if he interacts with the boys and I and stuff, and if he's around.
He seems gruff, but he's got a real good personality.
Yeah.
Does that sound like him?
That he has a real big personality? I'm sorry.
He seems gruff, but he's got a good personality.
Yes, like scary looking.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's not. He's
No.
yeah. Yeah. He comes around. He most definitely does. Okay. They're telling me that he visits the boys in their dreams.
Oh, wow. My youngest son tells me that he dreams about his father a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. He does. They're definitely telling me he talks to them in their dreams. You know, he visits them, and you know, he's definitely keeping up with y'all. It's like he kind of bats back and forth between all of you. He's with this one for a little while, and this one for a little while, and this one for a little while. So, yeah, he is there, and he is around, and he is watching, and he is trying to help you.
Okay. Is he happy?
Yeah. They're saying, yeah, he's in a good place.
Okay.
Okay, and they're saying he sends you a red rose.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that what you needed to know?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if he was at peace and happy, because he ultimately made the decision, to leave. And so I just wanted to know really, was he finally at peace? Did he get what he was after,
From what they're telling me, that yes, he is. A lot of times you will hear that, they don't always cross. He's crossed. He's where he needs to be. And he's doing good. He really is. And yes, he's around you. So go ahead and talk to him, because he can hear what's going on and he sees what's going on. And go ahead and have your little discussions with him.
Well, I do a lot. Like, I wonder if I'm doing right by him with the boys and stuff.
Yeah.
His comment is just, hang on. just make sure that they remember him, and the biggest thing he wants them to remember is the fact that he loves them dearly.
Okay.
He's calling them
Well,
wonderful.
they know that already.
Well,
He's calling
he's
them wonderful.
Wonderful, yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's doing good. He really is.
Awesome. Well, that makes me feel better that, you know, he's happy and he's at peace finally, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to curse him out, though.
Well, go ahead and do it. I mean, let him know how
Well,
you
he knows
feel.
it because I've told him. I told him many times.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
but he knows we all love him. So.
and they're also telling me that, okay, you felt him touch you.
Yes, I did. With my mother-in-law when his mother passed.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you have definitely, you know, known that he's been there. So.
Yeah. But I just didn't want to, you know, feel like I'm just the crazy one, you know?
No, you're not crazy. He's there. He's keeping in touch. He's letting you know he's around. He's not completely gone. So rest assured, he's still with you all.
Good. And that'd be really good for the boys to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the boys are really hurt by it, and you know, my youngest, I just put him in baseball, and you know, since practice has started, you know, like 2 weeks ago, he's bawling his eyes out because everybody else has a daddy, he doesn't have a daddy, and I'm like, you do have a daddy. Your dad's just an angel, you know. He's watching over you.
Oh, good for you.
Just because he can't see him doesn't mean he's not there. He's definitely there.
You're doing it right, Mom. You're doing it right. Good job. Good for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's got to be a heavy load, but man, my heart goes out to you. That's great.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you
calling
for calling
and being a part of the show. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. Y'all have a great evening.
Okay, good night.
You too. Good night.
Good night.
Whoops, I muted and then unmuted and then I muted again. So there we go. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to about the 2-minute mark. So I tell you what, those of you that are still on hold, reach out to Deb through Facebook at Purple Mystic Readings by Deb and let her know that you were on hold but didn't get a chance to get on the show, and the portal will take care of any logistics on that, okay? So I want everybody to get a reading if you're trying.
That or send me an email and either way, and get in touch with me and let me know that, you know, you did try to get a hold of us tonight.
Okay. And Purple Mystic Readings by Deb on Facebook again. So make sure to check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Stop in there. If you'd like to schedule a private reading of your own, that's also how you can get in touch with Deb, or emailing her at purplemysticreader@gmail.com. Again, purplemysticreader@gmail.com. Yeah, hey, shout out to the TFR chatters. Always shout out to the TFR chatters. I'm sorry, I've got so many windows open here. I haven't been able to watch it all, but hey guys.
Hey everybody in TFR.
Good to see you. Ken, Wookie, Andrea, New Zealand, DJ Caveman, Daryl Bowles, Gemini is in there too. Nikki Colombo will be coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, and she has always got fantastic shows waiting for you. Her energy is just magnetic. I just love listening to Nikki. So if you haven't checked out her show, it's coming up next on TFR, iHeart, TuneIn, and TalkStream Live. And I'll be back tomorrow night with Dawn. Deb, thank you so much for being here. You were amazing as usual.
Thank you so much for having me. I love it. I really do.
All right, everybody. Well, I love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day and laugh as much as you can. And we'll be back tomorrow with another portal, Don and I. So you know that's going to be wild. So good night, everybody.
Good night. We love you.
Okay, we'll see ya. Deb, you can hold on the line, by the way. You don't have to hang up this time.
Oh, okay.